Attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello, SqueezeMobillionaires! I just realized that I was on mute for a couple of seconds, so one more time, welcome everybody to our first session, Module 1, where I'm going to show you exactly how you could rebrand SqueezeMobillionaire, how you could take these tools and really create your entire mobile business out of it. So we've got a jam-packed agenda. I've got a lot of things that I want to cover with you guys. So we're going to get right into it. The first thing that I want to do, I just want to say hi to everybody, and I want to thank you for joining SqueezeMobillionaire. I am really excited to have you here. I am really pumped, and we're going to be working together for quite a bit of time, I sincerely hope, because there is a lot of money to be made here. So let's go right at it. What I want you to do as well is follow along with me. This is going to be very hands-on. You can always refer back to it later, but you know how that goes. You know that if you don't take action now, you're not going to take action later. So we're going to, of course, upload it to the members area. But I also want you to follow along with me because you're going to get to know the platform much better if we do that. All right, so who's ready? Let me get a big yes if you're ready to get rocking and rolling and to see how all of this cool stuff is done. All right, I see a lot of yeses, so let's get started. All right, so is everyone logged in? I just want to see, is everybody logged in? Yes? Okay, I see 2, 3 no's. If that's a no, then go back to your email and search logintomobi.com. Search through your email and make sure you just get your email address. Get that email that we sent you with your username and password, and also log in. Okay? All right, great. And first thing, so bookmark logintomobi.com. Okay? Bookmark logintomobi.com because that's going to be something you're going to be referencing a ton. When you log in, this is the first screen that you're going to get. You're going to get this Getting Started Mobile Marketing. I highly recommend that you watch this new video. I just uploaded a new video that's 13 minutes long, but it does cover the basics. And don't click on the do not display this on my next login because otherwise, you'd never know when you're going to need to reference it. It is also in the members area. All right? And so I'm going to just click close there. And the members area, once again, is right here on training and support. If you hit that training and support, you will see that the members area will pop up. And that intro video is also going to be right here. So, in case that happens, just so you know where that is. All right, first thing is right here under payment information. This is pretty important. This is where you can switch if you want to update your credit card details, anything like that, then you can do that as well. And we're going to be going over the US version today, but the UK version is exactly the same. The only thing that's going to be different is the short code and just a couple small minor things, but it is going to be pretty much the same. All right. So next thing that we're going to want to do is we're going to want to create an advertiser. Now, who's already created an advertiser? Yes or no? All right, I see a lot of yeses. All right, great. Now, when we create an advertiser, the way we do it is right here. And this is important because if you don't create an advertiser, you're going to be surprised that you don't have access to your mobile site builder, your mobile apps creator, and your SMS platform. And you're going to be thinking, hey, what is this crap right here that I am looking at? So let's actually talk about what an advertiser is. An advertiser is basically the dentist, the lawyer, the chiropractor. It's your client. It's called an advertiser, but it is your client. And so in order to get access to the mobile site builder, mobile apps creator, things like that, you kind of have to become a client of yourself. All right? And so when we go here, I'm gonna create something, but basically, I'm gonna create, Enrique Becco for this email address. It says valid email address. It can't be the same email address that you use to sign up for the platform because the backend allows you to only have that. That's kind of the unique identifier. So across everything, so you just can't use another email address. But this one doesn't really matter because I'll show you, and you really only need one username and password. You're never going to really need to access these login details for the advertiser because you can, from your reseller dashboard right here, you can then log in to your advertiser account. So what I usually do is I just go to 10-minute mail for these, and just to test it out, get another email, and it's 10minutemail.net. Then go back here and just put something right here, company name, I don't know, dummy company, Inc. All right? And the package. Now, a lot of people have had questions about that. They're saying, oh, I have to create another package, and this package says like $197.97. I'm going to be charged another $97 a month. That is not the case, okay? These are dummy packages that I'll talk about how you can create those. This is for the purpose of being able to manage your clients so that you can then figure out, okay, this client owes me this client owes me that client owes me this, okay? And Mel had a good point. If you use Gmail, add a dot, a period, basically somewhere in your address, a new and different, okay, so yep, then that works as well. All right, so these packages, yeah, we're going to select main, but you're not going to get billed for that. But you are going to be billed for every single advertiser that is created and activated. Not just created, but created and activated. The only problem is when you create one and you don't activate it, you don't have access to the mobile site builder, mobile apps creator. So there is a little bit of an additional cost. I mean, it's $4 a month if you're on the US version, £6 a month if you're on the UK version, and the only reason we're doing that is because that there is absolutely zero profit on that for us. All right, but that's just how the system works. All right, so let's create and activate. And by the way, if you are potentially on like I don't know, some really low fee, maybe I don't know, a couple bucks a month that we gave this to you for the first month. If you got in through one of those plans and you're an early beta tester potentially, then that is not going to reflect until that next month. So you're not going to be auto billed an additional $4 right now or an additional £6 right now. That would only reflect in that next billing cycle. So let's create and activate. And what we're going to see is Enrique Becco is going to be created and activated. And right here, if I refresh my 10-minute email address, then Enrique, or let's see, it's taken a second to hit. All right, support at login2mobi. I got this registration email, and it says, you know, hey, here's my login information. And this is what your advertisers get. So this is what your clients get. And we're going to talk about how you can customize these email messages yourself and maybe brand it as your company. All right, but that's login. I don't really need that because what I'm going to do now is I'm going to click on advertisers here. And when I click on advertisers and I click on show all, then I have all my advertisers under Henson's account. And I have, you see my dummy company here, and I can log in through my reseller dashboard into any of these advertiser accounts just by clicking this lifesaver next to any of them. And on top of that, I could change their pricing. And once again, this is only for, you're only going to be able in the pricing to change between different packages. We're going to talk a little bit more about those packages as well. You could even view their bills, their profile, things like that. So let me log in to Dummy Company Incorporated, which I have now just created a client of myself. All right, and when I log in, this registration form pops up. All I have to do here is hit I agree to receive notifications to my email. That's good. You just want to, say I agree to terms and services. Save. And once I do that, this video about getting started with mobile marketing, it's kind of like a dummy video just for clients so they understand a little bit about the system right here. Now, a couple people asked also, should I create an advertiser account for each of my clients? At SqueezeMobi, we don't. We generally don't. We like to manage it for the clients because that way we can collect management fees and recurring fees rather than giving the client access to everything. And then they get snoopy, they have questions about this, they have questions about that, and just creates a nightmare. The only time we like to do it is, for example, let's say, and we're not covering this in depth too much today, but let's say you have a doctor or a dentist, and they're going to be using the appointment manager. That is a time when we might train one of their staff on the system, charge them maybe, and maybe have someone else train them. But for example, Avi did this with one of his clients. He charged them for 3 sessions of just training, and he charged them $1,000. All right, so that's a possibility, but otherwise we generally don't like to give access to clients. Now, right here, you could play around with this. These are going to be the follow-up sessions. We're going to talk about the SMS platform, the mobile apps creator, and the mobile site builder very in-depth. You've already probably been exposed to this a little bit. Right here, when you click on premium mobile websites, that's when you're that's where you can build mobile sites for different types of clients as well. And within one advertiser account, you could build many mobile sites. All right, that's why you really only need to create one advertiser account for yourself, unless you're going to be managing multiple clients that you give them actual login credentials. All right, and here you could also do the mobile apps if you want to create some mobile apps for your clients as well. And once again, that's the same thing as the mobile site builder. You can create multiple mobile apps. All right, and the other thing, so this is where you can access all of the technical stuff, and you can actually manage different types of campaigns and different types of campaigns and do the fulfillment, do the delivery. All right, and this training and support as well goes to our members area. So let's cover our members area real quick. All right, and our members area, you can also get there through your reseller dashboard. Now, intro and read first. This is the same video that pops up when you originally log in. Highly, highly recommend that you watch it. 13 minutes. It will alleviate a lot of support questions. Everyone on here already signed up for the webinar training series. Otherwise, you wouldn't be on this. If you're watching a replay of this later on, sign up for these webinar training series. You're going to miss out on a ton, and you're going to be upset maybe that you don't get the sales training. You don't get all of those things as well. All right, and plus you get on an email list that we can then email you, and we're not gonna that email list is strictly for SqueezeMobillionaires. So we're gonna use that kind of scarcely and things like that, making sure that when we do email you, it's going to be good. It's going to be maybe a new announcement, something along those lines. Also, Facebook community, you definitely want to sign up for this. Who's a part of the Facebook community? Who's a part of it? Some people aren't. If you aren't, click this link. All right? Make sure you get in on this, because then it's loading a little slowly, but you could discuss different things with your fellow members as well. Same thing right here. Become a loyal SqueezeMobi fan. That's optional. These first two are required if you want to get full access to everything. All right? So you can as well kind of become a fan of ours on Facebook, and you can even sign up for the SMS list if you want. We'll send you sometimes if you're in the U.S. or Canada. Okay? So those are the main things. Then let's talk about the 7-module Quick Start Blueprint. This is module 1 of the 7-module Quick Start Blueprint. Everything's going to be uploaded here. This is going to be kind of your quick start guide, your main 7 webinars that are going to go through. Today we're talking about white labeling and creating your actual business, branding it. Then we're going to go really in depth into the mobile apps creator, mobile site builder, SMS platform, and then we're going to do a little bit of sales, talk about lead gen, and finish it up with discussing a little bit about the local webinar model and also the audit method. So those are going to be your main 7 series that you should refer to. All right, and then the mobile sites, if you click right here under knowledge database, you're going to see an extensive knowledge database that about the mobile site builder. If you have any questions, first type it in here. Let's say, I don't know, maybe you want to ask about, I don't know, mobile commerce. Let's see if anything comes up regarding that, and potentially, here's integration with MailChimp, or if we have it under here as m-commerce, no, it's probably under mobile commerce, but it is under here, and I think it might be under here under the mobile form. So, but everything under there is underneath there. So most of that, all of that is actually text. All right, and then the mobile site training, where we're going to do the video training, and we're going to upload more things there from the 7-day blueprint that we do. It's going to be here. There's already the basic training that we did. That's kind of the quick and dirty, how you can get up and running with the builder in there as well. Same thing with SMS, extensive knowledge database right here, and you can look all of these things up. It is quite extensive. So if you have a question before you go to support, we would appreciate it if you first search through here. And same thing with the SMS training. We have basically the basic training, and we're going to be uploading more there as we go through the 7-day blueprint, and we really cover that in depth. Okay? Apps is a little bit different in that the knowledge database is actually right here. And within this knowledge database, there are some really cool videos that Henson has made about how to create an application, how to design the app, add buttons, edit the app. So there's already a ton of video tutorials uploaded here. The ones that don't have special video are just text tutorials, but it is very comprehensive. And under training, we have basically Henson's training here on mobile apps, which is pretty in-depth as well. And we're going to be uploading the one from the 7-day blueprint there once that gets done. Now, coaching is quite important because a lot of people have had questions about, hey, how am I going to actually sell this to business owners? That's why we have the audit training. The audit training is the SqueezeMobillionaire method on how to close businesses. So if you're interested in any sales stuff, then go here and start with the audit training. If you're interested in outsourcing, go to the outsourcing training. And then potentially if you just want to maybe search some old things, then we also uploaded all our original SqueezeMobillionaire sessions and our sales trainings or 10-day challenge from a year's worth of SqueezeMobillionaire that we have done before we introduced this platform. So that's something interesting. Then the bonus materials, contracts, business cards, everything's here. And the last thing, if you need support, then please, just contact our support desk by hitting that. Regarding the bonus materials, 2 important things to get you set up, since this is all about setting up your original, your entire mobile business, is the contract and then the business cards. So if I pull up the contract, we're going to see this is a contract that we use. Now, I have to put this out there. We are not lawyers, so for legal purposes, so there's no liability on us, get this reviewed by a lawyer before you use it with a client, just for the record. But we do have this contract that we gave you so that you look extremely professional, number one, and number two, you don't have to create something yourself that might take you a really long time to draft, and you have something to work off of. This is for mobile web design, all right? It's not for SMS campaigns and apps, but it is for mobile web design, and I highlighted here the yellow things where you should put in your own variables, such as obviously your company, client, company. So all you have to do is really kind of go through it, and once you do that, then you're pretty much done, and then you could just give it to your client. We put in there the things that we basically like to watch out for, but customize it according to your own needs. All right? And all right, let me just get in touch. Deborah says she has one, which is cool. All right. Now, next thing that I want to talk about is the business cards. Because a lot of people, maybe you have a business card, you don't really like the design. Javar is our main lead designer. He creates sick designs. Obvious created some of the designs as well. We have our business cards so that you can have your own business cards. And if you look, this is when you download the zip file, this is what it's going to be. There's going to be the iPhone card. There's going to be the iPhone Classic. And it's both in Word format and PSD. So 2 things, okay? There's 2 ways you could do this. Number one is you could open this up, let's say this Classic, and you're going to have something like this. And then you could say, Enrique, just edit this, Enrique at SqueezeMobi.com. All right, I would have to probably enlarge that a little bit. Okay, great. And then, I don't know, change the number to something. Put right here, obviously, Enrique Becco, mobile marketing consultant. Put a picture there. Okay? So if you want to do it in Word, you can. It's not the best way to do it. And then you could go to Staples, and you could actually figure out a way to print these out yourself. All right, so that's if you're in the U.S. Now, the way we recommend that's a little bit more professional, that's kind of like the quick and dirty way to do it, is via the PSD, edit the PSD, and then let's go here and leverage something such as, let me find it right here, and here's the Facebook group just so you can see. Let me find this right here. Go either to Vistaprint. Vistaprint's okay. The thing that's a little bit annoying with them is they have a very extended funnel. So once you do order your business card, you're going to be subjected to like 20 offers. So it's a little bit annoying. Another good one is moo.com, MOO.com. And basically what you do here is you can go to business cards and you can upload, then you could basically pretty much upload that PSD and just create your own business card right here. If you look at business cards, upload a complete design. So that's another way. When Avi was creating our business cards, that's how he did it. Okay, so those are a couple ways that you could do it. There's probably a ton of other sites out there, but this is a way to do it, and then you'll get it shipped directly to your door. And I believe Moo is available in both these are available all over the world. So even if you're outside of the U.S., it's all good. So that now you're set up with your contract that you can use with clients. You have your business card as well, and you have those most important things. What we're going to talk about now, let's go back to our reseller dashboard, and let's talk about how to brand all of this stuff as your own company. So when I do that, I do have to log out of that advertiser account. I can't kind of like go up a level. And I'm just going to log into Henson's account, and I'm going to show you exactly how you can rebrand it. So what we're going to do when we rebrand it, we're going to click here, right here, Edit Profile. And once we hit Edit Profile, everything comes up. And Reseller Branding, this is a little bit hidden, so just pay attention, and we click Edit. And basically, we can create a reseller subdomain. And this then allows it to brand as ourselves. So let's see, someone here, all right, I see Mel, okay? If I may use your last name, I'm gonna call this, let's call it, MK Consulting, all right? All right, and then we're gonna browse. And then we're going to put here, I have a JPEG of a logo that we did actually for one of our coaching clients. We rebranded her site for her. So we're going to open that, and then we're going to save, and we're going to save it. Okay? And cool, that got saved. Now, I also want to give you the resources. Let's say you don't have a logo. Let's say you want to create a header out of it. Just go to Fiverr, and there's a ton of people that will do your logos for you. All you have to do is go right here and search logo. All right? And one of Avi's favorites is this guy. We're not affiliated with him, so no guarantees on his work. But he says, I will design your logo for $5. He has 52 in the queue, 100% gig rating, good stuff. I will also, if you want, I could put all these resources, all of these links underneath the video when I upload it, if you want me to do that. Okay, I see a lot of yeses. So he does it for $5, and then I think within 24 hours he will do it for extra $10. And here's some extras as well, and he'll provide even transparent PNG of the logo, blah blah blah. Whatever you want. This is a way to get your logo designed quickly if you don't have that. Now, another thing then, what you'll want to potentially do, and I don't know if I actually have this other guy here. Let me just check. I let me just check if I have this other guy for the header. Avi, do you have that resource? Do you think you could send it to me via Skype real quick? The other guy for creating the headers? Yeah? Okay. So Avi's going to send his resource that he uses for that. But I mean, what you could do is, honestly, if you just search here, banner, then you get all of these guys that create these banners. And just choose any one of these. These are all top-rated sellers. For example, this first one, and we'll provide you with one of the resources a little bit later as well. But this guy also nine in the queue, and they do a lot of good things. And what you want to tell them is basically go back here, and when we click on reseller branding and we click on edit, we basically want to give them right here 836 times 71 pixels, and make sure that it is non-transparent. All right, that's what we want to tell them as well in the instructions. So now that we have this, let's save this and let's see how this works. Let's go down here. Let's save this. All right, and we're going to close out, and let's then log out, and let's see if it works. Maybe it won't. But okay, so all right, great. You have to log in and out in order for this to take effect. But if we then go here and we also look right here, now we go to the subdomain MK Consulting, I think that's what I called it, login to mobi.com or MK Consultants, I don't know which one I put. Okay, great. You see now it has this new basically banner that I just created. All right, and this is the portal you can then provide to potential clients if you want to give them login information, and it's branded as you. Even this part of the domain is branded as you, whatever you want to call it. Everything is branded as you, which is pretty cool. All right, so next thing that we're going to be talking about is what are these advertiser packages. Now that we have everything branded as our own company, what are these things called advertiser packages? How does all this work? How can I actually manage all of my clients? All right, so if we click here, we click on advertiser packages, then we see we have a couple packages here. And these are, once again, this is just solely for managing your potential clients. This our system does not actually process payments on your behalf. You're gonna have to submit invoices to them. You're gonna have to do things like that. But you can figure out easily by having these different packages and things like that. Easily you can now manage them. So let's add new, and let's talk about this. It does, however, affect a little bit of that advertiser account. All right, and so let's call this Mel's. We'll call it Mel, since Mel Krieger's is my example that I am using here. And let's do subscription cost. I don't know. We'll do 47, and we're going to include 1,000 credits for that actual client. And if we're going to give that client login credentials, then these credits and things like that will actually take into effect. So if they're using their own, if they're using that platform, and then they hit like 1,000 credits, they're not going to be able to go over more. But you set that by the ceiling. So let's say it's maybe kind of a small client, you don't think they should go over 2,000 credits, your ceiling for them is going to be 2,000 credits, and you're going to tell them that since we bill you 1 cent for an extra credit, you're going to mark that up a little bit, and you're going to say it's going to be 2 cents for extra credit. We give you unlimited keywords, but you can choose whatever you want for these free keywords, and based on the client, maybe you're going to give them only 3. And for any extra keyword that they generate above those 3, it's going to be $3 for them per month. Now, what's the difference between a regular keyword and a code keyword? A code keyword is one that has like QR or code or something like that in front of it, so it's a little cheaper, all right? Whereas a regular keyword, you could use anything. So obviously, you're going to maybe use, for example, for a pizza shop, pizza, and then put like a number behind it. And those are a little bit more expensive than the code keywords. You can also choose whether these are rollover credits or if they expire for that client that month. All right? And once again, this does not affect the deal you have with us. You're only creating these limitations on each advertiser account just to help you manage your clients. This has nothing to do with us. All right? Now, free premium mobile websites, you're probably going to want to do only 1 for that client. All right? And then you can charge them $10 per month. And for a setup, let's put $200 for, or maybe $350 for a setup, because the setup can potentially include you building out like a landing page or a mobile site, setting up them with a campaign. You would probably want to charge even upwards to $500 to $1,000 for that, and then maybe put some custom recurring. You don't have to put, but maybe you threw in social media management, and that's going to be an additional $150 a month, and also hosting that you're going to be charging an additional $20 a month. So you could throw these around, and it really helps you manage this. All right, so we're going to click Save, and we now have our package name. Now, when I click here, Update, I can update this, and let's say I want to only include now 500 credits per month for this client. I'm going to click Save, and this is what then happens. All right, it says apply package changes to only new accounts or all accounts. So any account before that was created under Mel, if I hit all accounts, it's going to auto change all those accounts. But if I only hit only new accounts, then only for the new incoming people that come under the package name Mel become affected. All right, so let's close this out, and now I'm gonna first talk about these welcome emails, and then I'm gonna talk about how you can create as well sales agents so that you can have people actually do work on your behalf and manage a bunch of salespeople. I know a lot of people are interested in that. All right, so if you're going to allow your clients to log in, then you want to change this welcome email under here, welcome email advertiser. And for example, here maybe you'll say hello, hello, thank you for signing up with, and here this is where you can put the branding, MK Consulting. Your account is now ready, and you also have this login information that they're going to see automatically. And then if you have any questions, thank you. You probably want to change this out and put maybe Mel, I don't know, CEO MK Consulting Incorporated. All right, and then when we go down, we're going to save this. And I'm going to show you exactly how that's going to work in with everything. All right. And Mel is saying, let's change the subject as well then. Oh. All right. All right. MK Consulting mobile services registration. So let's save that as well. Now, then we're going to create now a sales agent, and we can basically have businesses, and I'm going to show you how this works. Businesses actually sign up on our website through sign-up pages that we're going to create, and we can have sales agents sign up businesses on our behalf and track all of this. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to create a sales agent. All right, and right here we're gonna basically, let's call the sales agent. I'm gonna be Mel's sales agent. All right, and valid email address, not important once again. So I'm gonna go to 10-minute mail, and I'm gonna get a new email address another time, and I'm gonna just use another dummy email address for this. Okay, and basically once that happens, I created that sales agent. Let's see how this works. Let's refresh. Okay, and we see mobile platform registration, and right here under there we have, okay, thank you for signing up with us, and your account is now ready. All right, and your login information is MK Consulting at login to Mobi. I already showed you that that's what pops up here. Right here, that banner reflects that. Now, you will see, right, that this does not reflect MK Consulting. There is a reason for that, because you can only change up the email for the advertisers, okay? You can't actually change it up for the sales agents, but I think your sales agents will be cool with that when they sign up with you, as this email is, it's just a generic email, doesn't really give too much away. All right, so let's take this username. All right, one second, I can't select it. Let's put it here. Let's take this password, and let's sign up. Let's sign in here as a sales agent. Now, your sales agents, you're going to have to go in here and, again, right here, agree to all this. I'm using two browsers. There's a reason I'm using two browsers, just for management information for you guys. You can't be logged in to two accounts under one browser. So since, I want to be logged into this sales agent account and the parent reseller account, I'm switching between browsers. The other thing you could do as well to log into the account of that sales agent is if you click on sales agents then, and you click on show all, you can then click this lifesaver like you can for the advertisers, and you'll log in automatically through this platform, through your main reseller platform. So let's go back here, and let me show this to you and how this is working. They only have access to creating advertisers, and when they create an advertiser, it's kind of interesting because they can't activate the advertiser. Why is that? Because then they could use the text messaging, they could use things that you would potentially get billed for, and it costs you approximately, whether if you're in the US, it's $4 extra per month. If you're in the UK, it's £6 extra per month. It costs you money, so your sales agents don't have the ability to do anything like that. All right. Now, Now, Dean asked, will the sales agents have access to the training? And if you look here, yep, if they click on training and support, they do have access to the training. So they only have the ROI calculator. They can manage advertisers, but these are unactivated advertisers. You then have to activate them on their behalf. Now, the cool thing, though, is this sign-up page. So either you can sign up advertisers, meaning clients, as well as your basically your sales agents. So let's check this out, how this works, because this is a really cool feature. Create sign-up page, and it's going to say sign up for a free demo account. We're going to choose Mel. You could basically right here choose the packages which they sign up under for the sign-up page, depending on which client and which sales agent you want to give this to. Maybe create a different package for each sales agent as well. And this is prepaid or postpaid. So how is the client going to be paying for this? And this is only for tracking purposes. Once again, we don't process any credit cards or anything on your behalf. So, and you could put show terms, anything like that. The set commission rule, you can't utilize that. That is only if we potentially make you an affiliate of ourselves. But otherwise you cannot, so don't worry about the commission rule. And then, potentially, show terms so that they have all of the terms that they can then check off on before they sign up. And what we're going to do, we're going to generate the code and preview how that looks. And once we do that, the cool thing is we can then take this code, and what I am going to do is right here, log in to, I'm going to log in right here, and I'm going to show you how all of that works. All right, so I'm going to go back into WordPress, and this could be on any of your WordPress sites, whatever WordPress sites that you want to do this under. And actually, I'm going to have to do it under the other browser, because otherwise it won't let me do it. .com/wp-admin, and I'm going to have to pause my screen for a second. While, yeah, give me a couple seconds, guys. Couple seconds. All right, cool, because I just have to get this password and log into the back end of that. All right, now I'm logging in. And basically, once I am logged in, then, this is just regular WordPress. What I do is I go to Pages, I go to Add New, and I copied that code. If we saw, I copied that code over, and under the text view, I'm just going to paste it in there. I'm going to paste it in there. One second. And right here, I'm just going to do that. This is for my site right here. All right, I think that should be okay. Let's publish this, and we're going to see how that works. Now, the other thing that I wanted to change here is something that's to do with this site, and I just want to make sure that I do have to change that. Okay, I think it should be fine. Let's just view this page and see how that looks. Okay. All right. For this one, it's not working in this WordPress site. All right. What I'm going to have to do, let me just log into our other WordPress site. I know why it's not working. Okay. Great. I'm going to log in. It's definitely going to work here. And just because of the way we have that one set up. So, all right, let's add new page here. And let's call this sign up. Let's go to text, view, and go back here and copy this code one more time. And if we go in here, we go to text, we paste that in there. This is just for our WordPress site here. That has nothing to do that thing I changed right here, right there. I go to publish, and then I go to view page. Let's see how that looks. All right, great. And now, as the sales agent, I publish this form. I can get businesses to sign up, and then, if Mel, for example, is my boss, he will then see how many businesses I signed up and what he owes me, and it's a great way to do the tracking. And then let's say, now I'm a client, I'm a potential client, potential advertiser, and I want to sign up for through this form. Let's just see what happens and how it works, just so you understand the entire process. So I'm going to do another dummy email, and then let's call this, John Smith, and let's put Smith Incorporated. All right, I agree. I'm going to just throw this in here so that no bots can create like all these accounts. And then when I sign up, let's see what happens. We can go down here, and I already have my registration here. All right. Cool. All right. So what I think actually happened is when we were back in here, when we created that welcome email, we might have not saved it, and we might actually need to log in and out for those changes to take into effect, because as you can see, right here is still, right here is still the dumb email. So what we would need to do is log back in and out for that new welcome email to actually update. All right, so that's how the sales agent can sign up different clients and different types of advertisers, which makes it pretty cool. You could do a lot of things with this platform. The other thing is you could sign up advertisers directly, and basically instead of under the sales agent account, you create a sign up page right here, and it's the exact same thing, exact same run through that I just went through. And there are a couple other cool things that I just wanted to kind of run through real quick. How do you then figure out what your advertisers are using? So if you go under My Advertisers Usage and then click Show All, you're going to see here that you can view their different bills, what they use, and things of that nature, so you can now manage them, figure out how much you should bill them. All right? And another thing that you could do is, there's a couple other cool things. For example, QR code wizard, so you can make QR codes if you want. Type up a header, footer, choose the type if you want an SMS message one, if you want different colors as well, and the code color, how big, if you want it extra large, generate. So that's another cool thing that you could do here. That I'm just going to hit close so I can go back. There's an ROI calculator, and the cool this is one cool thing, opt-in lists. You could basically see all of your advertisers, their username, and how many lists they have, and also how many people are opted in. So that way you could better manage your clients. You could see, Jenny's Pizza Shop has 1,000 registered numbers, so maybe I should call her, because she might then hit her limit very soon, and talk to her about upgrading her plan, whereas, John's John's Pizza Shop only has 10 people, we can, his plan is fine. And other couple of things that that are cool here is reports. So once you start sending out coupons, and we're going to go a little bit more over this in the SMS training, you could look at message delivery, polls, questionnaires, opt-in, opt-out, what the percentage of people that texted stop, that wanted to opt out, who opted in, total coupons usage, and then also once your sales agents start signing people up, also revenues by sales agent. All right, and right here also just a quick account overview. You could see your usage, you could see your accounts, and you could see also the number of activated accounts. So that's the last thing that I wanted to go over is what about the difference between activated accounts and demo accounts? You don't get charged for demo accounts. So let's actually look into this account that that I made when I signed up. When I signed up through that form, that account that was made. You will see, and it was signed up under Mel, you will see right here that this is the only one that's not activated. This means that I am not going to be charged for it. However, and I could click activate so that, once again, sales agents can't just create hundreds of accounts that you're going to then be charged for. You need to activate those. However, when I then log in to that area and I click confirm, the thing is it's going to be a little bit limited. All right, for example, premium mobile websites, I can't click that. It says please activate your account. So same thing with mobile apps. It says please activate your account. And right here it also says this is a demo account awaiting activation. And if I click under my pricing, it also for that client shows the pricing that we created in that package. All right, and so that's a basic overview of the platform and how you can get started, what you could do to start branding things as your own business, as your own mobile business. So regarding homework and things like that, so that you could go into the next session that we're going to be holding. We're going to be holding that session, and I got to change that in the calendar, but that's going to be on Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern. Okay? It's not going to be at 11 a.m. It's going to be Monday, 3 p.m. Eastern, and we're going to get a little bit more technical about that, and we'll see, how that ends up. I think you guys will like that. So mark that date down, Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern. A couple other things, couple other announcements. So yeah, regarding the homework, I want you guys, yep, there is homework. Rebrand this as your own business. Okay? So go to Fiverr, get your logo. If you don't have your logo, get set up with a business card, get set up with the contract, do those things so you could start going out there. All right? Now, Emma's asking, how do we rebrand the other bits? What do you mean, Emma, by the other bits? What do you mean by the other bits? Okay? Because there is, okay. So all of that once, all of that, and if you maybe, okay, Emma, if you see something like that, shoot us a screenshot, all right? Once you rebrand it, if anything pops up that you have a question about, just shoot us a support ticket with the screenshot, and we'll take a look at that. But it should be rebranded. All right. People are asking about the replay. Of course, we're gonna get the replay up as soon as possible, and we're gonna upload that. I'll just show you real quick. So if you go under your training and support, it's gonna go right here under the 7-module Quick Start Blueprint. And when you scroll down, I'm going to delete this session. This is our old white labeling session, and I'm going to upload this here, and I'm going to put those resources, those Fiverr resources, Vistaprint, and things like that as well there. Okay? Now, so let me turn off the recording. Let me turn off the recording, and I'm going to open it up to any other questions that people may have. But I would just want to say thank you for listening, and then we're going to get a little bit more technical starting with the next session.